My name is Henry Cavill.
And there you have it.
You get called daddy a lot?
On the internet. Sure.
I'd like to say something on behalf of everybody who goes on a date to watch this film, who has a belly. I'd like to say screw you. That's what I'd like to say.
Okay.
It's not a question.
I appreciate the statement.
That was deafening.
It was quite loud. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
It's good to see you here, well, and alive, because there was a rumor that you had passed.
Yes. Yeah. A friend told me that I was dead.
Trust me, I'd know.
Believe it or not, that was a compliment.
I understand, yes. Yes, it was. I'm still feeling the sting of it.
I'm coming across like such a creeper. Poor Henry. Like,
I know, it's awful.
No, but I talk to other people like, oh, Henry's beautiful and he's such a nice guy and this, but then you say it in front of him and then you feel like really creepy. He's so good looking and
You'd think people would be a little more grateful when you save them from monsters.
Idiot Box is the TV, because everything that's on it is rubbish.
Apart from when Mission Impossible comes out on TV.
I text, obviously. No one
Right.
calls. And I checked online, and sure enough, I found out I was dead, according to Google.
That's got to be a little unnerving.
It definitely made me feel very alive.
Page 3 material.
But it's true, you didn't like you didn't like it.
Well, it's. I mean, when you think of, having sex with someone, you're normally alone. Where normally?
I normally am.
Blackmail.
Well done.
Okay, so there's just an extra C in there. It's alright. Don't worry, entirely threw us off.
Yeah, it's like, I was thinking blackmail, but blackmail doesn't have 2 C's.
Did you actually think blackmail?
No.
United tops of Smash Bros. Henry Cavill can, stick his tongue down my throat, I guess. Thanks. Thanks for the opportunity.
You're the most American of all. You're Superman.
Thank you very much, I appreciate that. Wasn't always your sentiment, though, was it?
It was not always my sentiment. On the old show, I believe I made fun of the fact that you had been cast as Superman, and I said, we want a Superman, not a smashing gent. But I did want to ask you this question. This is a sincere question.
Because when you go on the diet as Superman, what does Superman eat?
He eats a lot of things.
Well, name one.
Okay, it depends. If I'm mass building, then I'll eat burgers and stuff.
Mass building.
Yeah.
See, that's
If I'm
where
doing
we're
my mass
different.
game.
We're different people. Yeah, that's fantastic. Mass building. That's what they call it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're just trying to get your arms bigger.
Yeah,
and your
exactly.
chest. Yeah. That's cool.
But then when you...
Doofer. Doofer, well, I have a colleague of mine, who uses a doofer for pretty much everything.
And you are very much alive.
Really gone. I can tell you this, though. I will remember him. Always.
I will remember you.
Well, the first time I got the call, I actually missed it. I was playing World of Warcraft at the time, and I had my priorities straight.
Remote control.
Yeah.
It might be
Anything.
anything.
Now we're on Netflix Geeked, so let's talk about what you guys personally geek out about. Henry, let's start with you.
Geekiest thing would have to be my Warhammer stuff.
We're talking Games Workshop, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah. It's that took me a while to kind of confess to openly and publicly.
Specifically, which universe, or just...
I mean, just anything.
oh my goodness, here we go.
How long have you got?
You've got so many and I've got none.
Yeah, I was like, how much time do we have?
Listen,
Wait a minute. You were home. It's not like you weren't home. You were home, but you were playing World of Warcraft, and the phone rings, and you're like, I'll get that later?
Absolutely. I'll get that later. And I was playing. It was an important part of a particular dungeon that I was going through, and it's cool now that I'm Superman.
Yeah.
Dog's bollocks, or the smaller version, the mutt's nuts,
Or the cat's pajamas.
or the hands rounds. It's basically the best.
The best of
the
the
dog's
best,
bollocks.
yeah. Why dogs' testicles represent that, I don't know. But
But when you're on set, you've got at least sort of 12 very heavily set men watching you, and it's not comfortable, and things aren't happening as naturally as they should. So things are. There's a lot of this, and that's not comfortable either. Just what imagination.
When I do, I get very involved. I really get stuck into it, especially when it's a good game that comes along, like Witcher 3.
Which is another movie that Henry was in.
Hard cheese.
Hard cheese. Starring Henry Cavill.
I've never heard of that.
Hard-bitten police officer Dave Cheese.
Well, how would you grow your beard back?
Well, I'm thinking a fake one with hooks.
I see.
Yeah.
Have you thought that through?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
Shit.
You are genuinely a fan of the books and the game and everything. Apparently, on set, you know more than anyone else.
I wouldn't necessarily say anyone else, but I'm a big fan.
Yes.
I'm a big fan.
There's something I've been dying to say. Sorry, this is completely. I just every day on set, on this set.
Yeah. So do you correct people?
I don't necessarily.
Argy-bargy.
That's like when you start getting shovey and pushy and you want a bit of a fight or a scrap. Henry Cavill could destroy my body and my life, and all I'd say is, so does tomorrow work for you too? Yes, Sam. Tomorrow does work for me too.
Is there anything that you kept as a memento?
No, everything was sort of quite closely guarded, and no thief, so no.
I was grinding my teeth because there was no one who would know the reference that I'm about to give you. And I mean, even if you don't get it, there's some cameras here and there are people at home who will get it.
Okay.
He's a vegan. He's a vegan with lactose intolerance.
Hard cheese, I don't know. What does that mean?
It means I love the look of your Superman.
Right.
I want to know, how do you feel about the fact that he doesn't have the big red underwear? Because he looks a little naked to me.
Right. Yeah. We know how
Putting
you
it out
feel.
there. Yeah.
For cardio's sake, what do you do for cardio? No cardio.
No, I run.
Henry Cavill definitely exudes big dick energy. And to make it even better, I'm 99% sure he's actually big. I'm weak just thinking about it. Thank you. That definitely got thirstier. Why the 1%? I ask. And furthermore, no comment.
But would you be willing for me to put these on for me?
I'm going to give it a pass.
Oh man!
Thank you very much, though.
You know what? I tried.
You did, and it was definitely a bold effort.
You know what?
Good effort.
Done.
He's got a lot of them, ladies and gentlemen. One of the hobbies is you paint.
Makes me sound weird.
Well, you do have more hobbies than the average man, I'd say. But you paint. Is it World of Warcraft?
Warhammer.
Warhammer. I'm a fool.
It's Warhammer, great.
I'm not a gamer. What's the value of building your own gaming PC? Why would you do that?
It's just the experience. You are building something which is entirely custom to you. It's
Do you know Warhammer at all? Warhammer 40,000, that kind of stuff? That
Not
world?
the greatest expert.
Okay,
so,
that's
yeah.
fine. That's fine. There's people at home who are just gone, oh yeah.
Yeah, they're leaning in now. Go for it.
Buys a stopper to a wine bottle on a professional level.
What was your nickname at school?
my nickname in school was Fat Cavill, which was a very apt nickname, considering my name was indeed Cavill and I was indeed fat.
But I kind of miss the grandma panties on Superman.
You know what? I really loved my suit. I thought it was pretty cool. However,
that chandelier looks like a Blackstone fortress. And I know that no one on set would have got that.
Yeah.
Or the Total War series. Love
Where are you
those.
playing right now?
It depends. It depends where I am, because I'm traveling right now, so online games are pretty much out of the question.
it's the doing all the research, learning how to put it together, getting over the terror of these expensive components arriving in the mail, and then you just plugging them in like adult Lego, and then hoping you don't blow up the house when you press the power button. And it's really, really rewarding when you don't blow up the house.
You look like you're wearing one of those fake muscle suits, like the little boys wear with all the foam muscles on them, except I know they're not foam, they're actual human flesh, correct?
It's silicone.
Hold on, let me just, yes, they are actual human flesh.
And so I have been biting my tongue about that, so I don't sound like too much of a crazy
You're in the
person.
right place at WitcherCon to say that. You found your people, my friend.
Yeah, and I mean the set design of Andrew Laws is amazing. I love it.
Spend a penny is go number 1. Yeah, and what is it if you do number 2? A pound?
That's the savory answer.
Yeah. So what is the real answer?
I think they get it.
If it were to happen again, I would definitely be open to the idea of adding the trunks in some way, shape, or form.
All right. Maybe something tasteful like a little red thong or something like that.
Yeah, just in the back. My dad always said from the age of about 13, I stayed the same weight until I was 25. I just got taller.
Okay, so you were enormously fat at 13.
I don't know about enormously fat.
You were morbidly obese. You could have died.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's what you do. Well, you burn a lot of calories. Good for you. That's fantastic.
I mean, I try.
Yeah, hey, go.
What was that experience like? Are there, like, do you get, like, where do the instructions come from? Or are you just, like, it's asking friends?
And what YouTube videos. There's the painting, modeling side of the hobby, and then there's the gaming side of the hobby.
Okay. And when you paint them, what do you do with them then, Henry?
Then you put them together in little armies and you fight against someone else's army.
Now, that wouldn't have the same sort of power to the message, would it?
Yeah.
Dear Fat Cavill.
So, and what I
Fat Cavill is Superman.
How often do people bring up Superman to you in your daily life?
Hardly ever.
Really?
Yeah. You're the first.
Is that right? Yeah. Since the movie came out, I'm the first one to mention it.
You are.
That is truly remarkable.
And it's just reading the manual, which a lot of people don't do. And they end up asking questions online, and people always respond with RTFM. And that's it.
Which is?
Read the manual.
But it's all right.
I follow your career very closely.
Do you?
Yes, but I did not know about that.
Yeah, because most dogs unfortunately have...
that dog's nuts?
Yeah, look at the size of that dog's bollocks.
Yeah, the dog's bollocks.
Yeah, the dog's bollocks.
I am effusive about getting the being loyal to the source material. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Yeah. So yes, you do.
Gnasby, Mad, and...
Oh, something and mash.
Bangers and mash.
Bangers and mash, there we go.